Hello student, today we are going to learn one of the most important thing, that is form validation using the JavaScript, right? So in the CSS and HTML classes we have learned that how can we design this form and how can we design this sort of template, right? But it is quite important to learn the validation of form using the JavaScript. So you must have enrolled yourself in many web applications across the internet, right? And you must have noticed that while you are registering yourself, all the data that user provides through the application form are not accepted. Let us assume that a user by mistake can give here in the name field their contact number, right? You can give your contact number here in the name field, right? Will that be possible? That has to be restricted, right? So assume I have given the contact number, so I have given the number over here, but this field has been given to accept the name as an input, but by mistake or by intentionally some of the user might have given the number to misguide the application. For that, proper validation has to be set over there, right? So if I click submit button over here, now you can see a message has been shown to me that name must include alphabet only, right? So this is the warning that has been thrown by the application to the user, that this field will only accept alphabet as a name, as because name can never include number or any special character. So if I include some text along with number, will that be accepted? If I click the submit button, that will not be accepted. Even if I write just text along with a special character @ that will not be accepted, right? But if I just give name, let's say so I have just written the name of mine, right? But this is a valid name which I have written. Now if I click the submit button, now you can see this has been accepted. Now you can see as this field of mobile number I have left blank and I have clicked the submit button. It has been asked that please provide the mobile number, as because I have not given my mobile number, right? If I give the text mobile number, so mobile number which was asked here, that cannot include any text. So if I write here, I will be asked enter 10 digits mobile number, right? Now if I write 10 digit of text number, then if I click the submit button, then it will be asked enter 10 digits only number. I have been informed once more that no, only number will be accepted. So if I give number, that is also 10 number, not more or less than 10 digit mobile number, now this will be accepted, right? So we are going to learn all of this step by step today in this class. So today we are going to learn how can we work on a real life project. So this is one of the real life project, so you should not miss this class of today's, because once you complete this class you will move miles ahead from other students, because this is one of the real life project for form validation that we are going to perform today. Step by step, minutely I will explain everything, right? So in front of you I will perform the task and explain everything minutely and write a JavaScript program, right? So don't miss today's class. So let me first see the demo version. Now you can see over here I have been asked to provide the email address over here. So if I write something here, so this is not a valid email ID, right? So if I don't write anything, I will be asked to enter your email ID. So I have not written, I have been asked to enter the email ID. Now if I write something, this is not a valid email ID. So if I click the submit button, here I have been asked, please enter valid email ID. So if I write @ because email ID includes this @, right? So this @ may mark as a valid email ID. So if I click submit button, then also this error has been thrown to us that this is not a valid email ID. So it should include a domain name along with the @ that is .com. So .com, that is a domain name, root domain. So gmail.com, yahoo.com, so that includes in the email ID. So I have also added that. Will that be accepted? No, that has not been accepted because we need to give the domain name along with the root domain name, that is gmail, gmail.com. So see, this is a valid email ID @gmail.com, right? So if I click submit button, now you can see it has been accepted, right? Now here if I write yahoo.com, YAHOO, then also it will be accepted. So whatever you may write, it should include the @, it should include domain, any domain that has no restriction, any domain that will be accepted along with the root domain. This is called the root domain. So this is the valid format. This thing has been done by the JavaScript, right? So you might be thinking that instead of this JavaScript validation, I could have simply written the HTML validation. That is, if I had written just required in the input field, then I had to provide value in each and every field. If I had written the type number, then this field would have only accepted the number. If I had written type email, then this email ID would have only accepted the email. But let me inform you one thing, that HTML validation has a limitation. So email ID has to be validated properly. So you might have tested by writing the input type text email, so that will only validate the @. If it includes @, then that will be accepted. Now let me say about the number of, if you had used input type number in the HTML input tag, then at the side here of the text field a increment bar appears. So that increment bar should not be allowed in professional form. That looks certainly odd in professional form, right? And not only that, you can see if I press the keyword, I can't press more than 10 keys. So that is what I have done. This number has been restricted to maximum of 10 number that you can do. So there is a tag that is maximum length of 10 character. So that can be applied in the tag only for the text type input, not the number type input. That is why in professional form, you must have noticed in web applications they only use the text field and not any other input type, right? Not any other means not email or number, only they use the text type, and they do the validation using JavaScript. All this type of validation which I have done to show you, right? So I will explain everything in detail. So let me first see this. So now I have been asked to provide the password over here. So if I provide the password, say ABCD, I have written ABCD, right? Now I want to see, right? So you can see ABCD, right? You can see if I click here, show password, then also I can see, right? ABCD. You must have noticed that ABCD. If I click here, now you can see again it off. If I click here, again it appears. So this is also I have done by using the JavaScript, right? Now one thing is that, let me see this password strength. You must have noticed the word password strength. So if I click here, on the password strength to check the password strength. Now you can see this is a very weak password, right? So how this has been identified as a weak password, I will explain while I will write the program, right? So now what I will be doing, I want to make this password a strong one. So let me first click here to see the password. Now here I will write 1 2 3 4. Now or I can write here 1001 001. So what I have done, you can see over here, I have included alphabet and along with that also the number. So now the password became more difficult to guess, right, than the previous one where I had only alphabet. Now if I check the password strength, it will be good password, right, because it is difficult to guess. Now if I write here capital A uppercase, now here if I write capital D, so you can see it is the combination of capital uppercase alphabet, also lowercase alphabet, along with that the number. So there are three combinations: alphabet, uppercase, lowercase and number. So now this is quite difficult to guess. Now if I check the password, now you can see strong password. So this is how I have done the validation part to check the password strength. Is it a weak password, average one, or the strong password? So this thing I have done the validation. I will explain to you today while implementing the same, and you can see the confirm password. This has to be done. Now if I just click the submit button, here I will be asked that password must match with the confirm password. So here I have to write the same, that is capital A, B, C and capital D, then 1008. So both the password and the confirm password must match, right, must match. Now I have done everything properly. Now if I click the submit button, now it will be accepted, right? So we don't have the next page, that is why if I click the submit button, we can't go to the next page, but the form has been validated properly. So this thing I have done by JavaScript. Now I will repeat the process to explain you, right? So you can see I will open another application, right? So let me close this application. Now index.html, that application has been done with full JavaScript validation. Now I will open index.to application. You can see this particular application has not been validated, right? I will validate in front of you by writing the JavaScript program. Now if I click here, if I click the submit button, just let me click the submit button, it will be accepted, right? Now if I write here number in the name of, in the just name field, if I write number, in my mobile number, if I give textual value, in the email, if I just write anything, it will be accepted. Whatever I write will be accepted. Now if I click here, nothing will happen, right? Nothing will happen if I click here, right? Password strength, that will be not shown here, right? Because I have not done the validation. If I click here, it will be accepted, the next page will be shown, right? Because I have not written the JavaScript validation portion. I have just completed the designing portion. I have designed the layout, I have designed the form, but I have not written the JavaScript. I will write the JavaScript in front of you now. So don't ask me that how can you design this layout, because I am not going to show you this designing portion today in this class. In this class I am just going to teach you all the JavaScript program to validate the form. So if you don't know how to design this layout, you must have missed out my some classes. So in my previous classes where I have taught you the HTML and CSS, so I have explained you in detail how you can design this template, how you can design the HTML form along with the CSS property and value. Everything has been discussed in detail minutely. So I will suggest you to find those video from the playlist. In this video I will only explain you the JavaScript validation, and this is a live professional project where I am going to start working with. So without wasting any more time, let us start. So this is the HTML CSS portion which I have done for the design part. Right now let me start the validation. The first validation I will do to this name field. Right, it should include something. So if I just click the submit button, it is going to the action page. Now let me start the validation. Now you can see I have taken a table. Here is the complete name label. It has been asked this label to provide the name. Now let us find this input over here. You can see input. Right here you can see I have given the name ID. So this input field will be recognized by the name ID, and the maximum length can be provided, that is of 20 character. You can't give more than 20 character. So if you write here and start typing, you can see after completing of 20 character it will stop. So more than 20 character will not be accepted as a name field. Right, and this maximum length function is only allowed for the text type input, right, not for number type or email type input. That is why for the number type and the email type I have used this text format. Right, so let me first work with this one. So here you can see this input field will be recognized by the ID name. Now let me write the JavaScript here. So you can see just here just before the body closing tag I will write the JavaScript function. Script opening, script closing tag, and now here I will write, just see, here is the form has a Onsubmit validation. Right, in the opening tag of the form, so Onsubmit validation I have declared. Right, so I have to call this function. The function name is validation. So this function I will call. Right, so it is a return type function, and this is Onsubmit function. In the previous classes we have learned how to use the onClick function. So this is Onsubmit function. During the submission of form, this function will be called and the validation process will be checked. So you have to write this Onsubmit function in the opening tag of the form. Right, you must have noticed this thing. Now let me do. So here I will write function function, then validation. Right, so instead of validation you might have used any other name, so that is a user defined name. So here I am going to write that document dot get element by ID name. Right, document dot get element by ID name dot value. Right, now this thing I will put in a variable. That data I will put in a variable name. So I have created a variable. The name I have given name. This variable will hold the data that will be given in the input field of name here. Right here, that data will be saved in a variable. Now see, here I will do one thing. I will write if name dot length length, I am going to check the length of this name. So this function already have discussed in the previous class. So in the day before previous class, I will say the few class before, I have taught you 21 most important JavaScript function. Right, that you can see all these function which I have taught you in that classes. Right, so all these functions I taught you in the classes. These are most important functions which I taught you, and I told you that you will need all the functions in long run. So these functions will create the building block of experiences for moving ahead. So it will give you a platform, defined platform for you to explore yourself and write program and become a good front-end developer. So all the functions has been discussed. I am going to use some of these functions today for this form validation. So let me first use the length function, right? So you can see the length function. I will use name dot length. It will just return the length of the name, right? Now here it will be shown that if that is equal to blank, if the length is blank, means if user does not provide anything, then it will show a message. What message? Let me write here that document.getElement by id. The message will be shown here. Just see, you can see in the second row I have created a table heading, right? Call span of 2 columns, so one single column which will take the width of 2 column, right? And this table heading will be recognized by show name, show, show name. So this show name id I have used in this table heading. The message will be shown. This table heading has nothing written inside. You can see it's blank, nothing that is written inside this table heading, right? And this table heading will be recognized by show name. So I will write here show, show, name, show name dot inner html show name dot inner html, right? Equal to that enter your name, right? So I have asked to enter the name. If you write something as a user, then I will show in alert box the length. Name dot length, name dot length. This will be shown in the alert box, right? If you give something. So let me just check here. So if I write something here, now if I write something, let's say I have written Biswajit Mukherjee. Now if I click submit button, now you can see it has been shown 18, right? 18. So that is the length. 18 is nothing but the length, right? Now if I don't write and click the submit button, now you can say one thing I have to add over here. See, RETUR return false. What does it mean? What does this return false mean? Actually, this will stop the default action of form. When you click the submit button, the default action of the form, that is, you will be taken to this page, next page. So we have in the form action next page.php. So if you click the submit button, the default action is we are going to access the next page. So here, in case if the user don't give any data in the name field, then the default action will be restricted, right? Return dot false. Now let me execute the same over here. Okay, so if I click submit without writing anything in the name field, you can see enter your name, right? Fine. Now if I write something, if I click the submit button, now the length will be shown, see, length 7, and we can go to the next page, right? Now name dot length showing us the length, this thing, and if the length is blank, that means if user does not provide, then this message will be shown and return will be false. So this return, you can see the return I have written on submit return validation, this return will be false, not true. If this return will be true, then we can go to the next page, but that will be return will false, that we have explained over here, right? Return false, return will be not true, right? Now if I write here, just see over here, if I write so this is the input field name, right? This name dot focus, FOCUS, right? Focus, what does it do? Let me show you. Focus. Now you can see, so I have not written anything. If I click the submit button, now you can see not only this message has been shown, but the cursor has been focused to here, right? You can see the cursor is blinking right here because the focus has been shifted to the this particular field because I have not written. Now if I write something, the focus will be shifted over here, right? Now another thing I will add over here, focus has been explained. Now I will change the color so that name dot style dot background color, right? Background color, that will be pink. So you can see I will change the background color also. Three things is happening: return false, message has been shown, the background color has been changed, and also the focus has been shifted to this cell. If I write something, it will be written over here because the focus has been shifted, right? Now you can see there are 4 things that is happening. It will print in the show name area, show name, that is I have given the to the th table heading defined where this will be written, right? I have already shown to you here, it will be written. This thing I have already shown to you, show name. This is the empty table heading, nothing is written inside. You can see nothing is written inside, blank. There the message will be shown. You can see it is a table heading which previously nothing was written in it, nothing was written inside this table heading, but once you don't write anything over here, the message will be shown in that blank table heading, right? And another thing you must have noticed that the background color of the input field name that has been changed, and also the focus has been shifted, and default return will false, right? It will not true. By default it is going to be true, but I have written false. So right, fine. Now else if name dot length not equal to blank, that means user has given something, right? So what would then what it will perform? So user might have given number also. User by mistake or intentionally can also give numbers. So user had been asked to give something, user has given number. Now you have to check that it is a number or something else, so that we should not allow to go to next page, right? if user does not give proper name, if user give number or something else, some special character, right, then we should not continue with the default action of submit button. Right, now we have to implement further check. Let us see. Now we have to check that whether user has given the numbers or special character or the alphabet. How can we check what the user has given? Function name char code, capital C of code 8 yat, and the location 0. What does it mean? So let me explain you in a notepad. So assume I have written Bishwajit in my name field, so it will be checked in the 0th location, that is the first value that I have entered in the text field. The location found in this way: 0, 1, 2, 3. So this is how the location will be counted. B at 0th place, I at 1, S at 2 place, and W in the 3 place, then 4, then 5, then 6, then 7. This is how the location will be counted, right? 0 to 7. Now then what is the length of this name? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the length is 8. So if I calculate the length of Biswajit, it will return 8, right? Now this location, if I want to trace out the location, then it will start from 0 to 7, total 8. 0 to 7, total 8. So here the first location will be checked, right? Now if the first location, that is what I have entered here, right here, is if I write here, let's say 97, what does it mean? So let me explain you one thing here, that I already have explained in the previous classes where I was discussing about those functions. What does this function will do? This function will find the 0th location, what I have written, that is B, right? Then it will convert to the ASCII value of this word, that is ASCII value of this character B, right? So if I execute this, let me show you what does it return. Now if I write here ASCII value of B, I want to know the ASCII value of B. So just let me do one thing, that okay, just let me write 0. Let me write the 0, that is 0th location. Now I will put it in a alert box here, ALERT. Here I will put it to show you, right? ASCII value of 0th location, that is the first location. So let me here write BISWAJIT. Now if I click the submit button, you can see ASCII value of B 66, right? This is the ASCII value of B, that is first location B, Bishwajit B 66, right? Now try to understand that let me just inform you that the ASCII value of capital A equal to 65, right, and B equal to 66, right, and in this way the ASCII value of capital Z, that is equal to 90, right. So 65 to 90. So if I write here, if, now just see, if the, so I will convert the length 0 of the text box, right, length 0 of the text box data of name to ASCII value, right. Then after that I will compare if this is equal to, if this is more than equal to, that means more than or equal to how much? I told you, no, I have shown you 65. See, 65, more than or equal to 65, right. And now if that is less than or equal to how much? Z is 90, less than or equal to 90, right. Here I will write 90. Now try to understand. I am checking the 0th location, right. If that is more than equal to 65, that means A or B or C or D, those are all more than or equal to 65 till 90, that is Z, value of capital Z, right. Now this will be checked, right, this will be checked. So that means 0th location will be checked if that is a capital A to Z or not. What does it mean? It means we are trying to find out, we are just trying to find out that the 0th location, that is this character which is in 0th location, right. Let me just do one thing. Yes, this character which is at 0th location, I want to just find it is number or something which was written capital A to Z, right. If it is a number, say 4, then it would have not returned 65 to 90, right. For number, the ASCII, if you convert the number 0 to ASCII value, that is 48, and 9, if you convert number 9 to ASCII value, that is 57. For capital A to Z, it is 65 to 90. So if the ASCII value comes between the range of 65 to 90, then the first value is alphabet, right. I hope you have understood. So this will be checked, right. Then here I will write that check number, check, CHECK, name, check name equal to 1. Check name will be then set to 1, otherwise here I will write CHECK, check name, right, equal to 1 plus 0, or I will write check name equal to check name plus 0, check name equal to check name plus 0, right. When if this condition does not satisfy, then check name equal to check name plus 0. If this condition satisfy, then check name equal to 1. So check name I have to define, check name I have to declare over here. So let me declare here check name variable I will declare over here, and I will write it 0. Initially it will be initialized by the 0 value, but once this condition satisfy, it will be 1, unless if this condition does not satisfy, it will be 0. That means I have just checked only the first character, that is at 0th location. Now in this way I had to check all the location, that is one location, like this, all the location. So we don't know that how long the length of the name will be, right? This is not possible, that what length of character user will provide, right? And this will be a lengthy process to check all the character of the name field in this way. So that is why I will use a loop. See, here I will write for loop. I am going to use here. I will write here, I will take a variable I, right? I have taken a variable I as a counter. Here I will write I, right? 0. I has been initialized to 0. Now I will be checked. How long? Unless it is less than name dot length. Now try to understand. I plus I has been initialized to 0, right? This time I is 0. That means this is, if I write I here, just see, if I write I over here, now first time I will be 0, right? So I value will be 0 only. So that means I am going to check this condition is going to check the first character, this character which is at the 0 location, right? And now what will happen? Just see what will happen now. Next time I will increment plus, that means I equal to I plus 1, same, right? Now I value will be 1. So this location will be checked, that is it a character or number or something else, right? So in this way the length of Bishwajit, that is equal to 8. So we can see how long it will change. I will increment as long as I value is less than name dot length, as long as it is length, as long as this condition is, you can see the I value is less than name dot length. What is the length? Length is equal to 8. So it will check till 7 is less than 8. If I value will be 8, that time it will go out of the loop. If I value will be 8, it will go out of the loop. So I will be increment every time till 7, right? So till the I value is less than 8, it will go on check each and every location. Each and every location will be checked, right? I hope you have understood this concept of using loop, right? Now only we have checked the upper case, right? Now we also have to check the lower case. Now if I write over here, if I write that, just see, if check name, right, equal to 1, what will happen? If check name equal to not 1, 0, then here I will write document dot element by ID, so name dot inner HTML equal to enter only alphabet, enter only alphabet, right? If check name equal to 0, when the check name will be equals to 0. If this condition does not satisfy, that means if you have not entered capital A to Z, then this message will be shown. So let me just execute. If I keep it blank, then it will be asked enter your name. Now if I write the number, now it will be shown. Just see, another thing I have to do, I have to stop the default action. With this I have to stop the return false. So return false means submission will not take place, right? Now let me execute again. If I don't write anything, enter your name. If I write number, you can see enter only alphabet, right? But if I write small letter, then also I will be told the enter only alphabet. But if I only write capital letter, now you can see submission will take place, because if I write capital letter, that means this function will return true, then check name will be 1. If check name is 1, then check name is not 0, right? If check name is 0, that means this function has not returned 2, right? If this function does not return 2, by check, you can see check name value has been declared as 0. If this function does not return 2 at all, what will happen? Check name equal to check name plus 0, that means check name will be 0 plus 0, 0. The value of check name will be 0 only, right? But if this function execute, then the value of check name will be 1. Every time it will become 1, right? Not 0. Every time it will become 1, not 0. But if you does not enter alphabet character, then it will become 0. Then it will become 0. And if check name is 0, then this message will be shown. Along with this message, I can also show that document.focus, okay, focus, and I can also write here name.focus, and here I can change the background color, style dot background color, that will be, let's say, pink, right? Now this thing will happen. Now I also have to allow the user to enter small case alphabet. So I will just copy this thing, right? So here I will write the small case A value, that is 97, right? 97, and this will be 122. So remember one thing, that small a ASCII value is 97, small b ASCII value is 98. In this way, small z ASCII value, that is 122. So if user give any value that is between the range of 97 to 122, that means user have entered small letter, right? Small letter. So user can enter both small letter and capital letter, right? In both the cases, you can see the check name will be 1, right? The check name will become 1. If user enter small letter, the check name will be plus 1, -1, right? Here it will be -1. Just see, if this return true, check name will be check name +1. If this return false, check name will be check name -1. If this return 2, check name will be check name +1. If this return false, check name will be check name -1. Now here just try to understand one thing. If this condition satisfy every time, that means every time if user give either small letter or capital letter, every time if all the value in all the location, if user give either small letter or capital letter, then the check name will be check name +1. What does it mean? What will be the value of check name? Here the check name value will be equal to length value. Check name value will be equal to length value, right? Check name value and length value will be equal if user give all alphabet, either capital letter alphabet or small letter alphabet. That time check name value and the length of the character, that will be same. Assume user has given here 6, or user have also included a special character. Why? You can see over here, check name will be check name -1. In both the cases 1 will be decremented, right? 6. Then only you can see if I write here now if I write over here that check name, if check name value that is equal to name dot length, length. So this is, if this is true, if this is true, then it is okay. If this is not true, that means user has given number or something else. User might have given number or user might have given something else, right? That is when this will not come true, because that time decrement will happen, right? Increment will not happen, right? So it will not come true. It will be 4, not 6, also 4, because 6 time it will be counted, 6 minus 2 4, it will come 4, right? That means check name will be 8 and the length will be 8 only if user give all character. If user give all alphabet character, either small letter or uppercase, that time only the length will be 8 and the check name value will be also 8. Otherwise the check name value will reduce. If user give here, let's say 4, that means 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, 7 minus 1, this check name value will become 6. So length will not be equal to check name value. Length value and check name value will not be equal. If length value and check name value would not be equal, that means not equal to, then this will run, right? Then this thing will run. Let me show you. If I write here, then see, we can execute find. If I write number, then you can see -6, enter alphabet. So -6, why -6? 1 2 3 4 5 6, 5 times I have given number, as because you can see check name equal to check name -1. That means all the times that I have given number, it has decremented. So initially the value of check name was 0 and the value has been decremented, right? So now if I write here capital letter, small letter, also if I write number, 2 number I have written. Now if I go and click the submit button, we can see number has been shown 6. That is the check name number. You can see I have given alert to just see the check name number, so that I can find if everything is working properly or not, right? Now we can just try to count the number 1 2 3 4 5, right? 5 and 6 7 8. 8 minus 2 6, so it has shown 6, right? Now if I write all small letter alphabet and capital letter alphabet, so this thing will be accepted. Now if I click the submit button, we can go to the next page, right? I hope you have understood. And now let me remove the alert, and also I have to allow space bar. Why? Because you know that very well that if I write BISWAJIT Biswajit and Mukherjee, right, so I have a space, so that will not be accepted. See, that will not be accepted because space bar is not alphabet now, so I have to allow space bar. So what is the ASCII value of space? The ASCII value of space is 32. So I will write here that else just see so just check over here what I have written. The position of I equal to 32. So I am checking the number. If that is 32, that means space bar will be accepted. In that case check num will be check num plus 1, right? Otherwise check num will be check num plus minus 1, right? Else if, right? Now see, just go through the written code of line, right? So this line of code will check if all the character or half or any of the character in the name field has been given, that is of capital letter alphabet or not. If that is true, then check num will be check num plus 1. This line of code will check if any alphabet, all the character which was provided or half of the character or whatever character that has been provided, that will be checked that it is of small letter or not, if spacebar includes or not. In all these three cases it will allow that check num will be check num plus 1. Other than this, that means if any number is there or any other special character is there, that time this three condition will return false and this condition will return true, else condition, and check num will be check num minus 1. That means if check num will be check num minus 1, in that case you can see over here, if any number or you can say any special character will be given inside the text field, value of length will be 8 only, the length will be 8, right? But the check num value will be not same as length, it will decrement, right? So that time this condition will work. See, if check num not equal to name dot length, you can see message will be shown enter only alphabet, and this thing will also color will become pink, focus will be taken to the text input field, and return will false. Otherwise what will happen, I will just do one thing here. So I will delete this message will be deleted, that means it entered correctly, there will be no message, and this color will be changed. So I will just give the default color. So default color of the input which I have given, that color I will put it over there. You can see the default color of input, default color, this color I will apply over there, this color, right? Fine. So okay, so name validation is over. Now let me try again. Enter your name, something I have written. If I write number or special character, it will not be accepted, right? It will not be accepted. Now if I write any special character and uppercase, space, all these things will be accepted. See, I can go to next page. Fine. Now let me now validate the mobile number, right? Now I am going to validate the mobile number. Just see. So you can see if name is equal to blank, this message will be shown. If name is not equal to blank, then all this function will operate, right? Now I am going to check the mobile number. So first thing I will do, here I will take number and I will just see the input field ID. So you can see the input field, this input text field will be recognized by the ID number, right? So from there I will take the value. So here I will write number, right? So I have written number, right? Now I will check. First thing I will check length of the number. Here same as the I have done with the name field, I am going to check the number dot length. Number dot length. I am going to check the number dot length, if the number of length is equal to blank or not. If the number of length is equal to blank, then I will ask to write something. Same thing, I will copy this and I will put it over here. I will do some changes. Here will be number. Okay, number background will color change to pink and number will be taken focus to. Okay, focus will be given to the number input field, right? If nothing is written, return will return false, number field will be focus, and the background color of the number input field will become pink. And enter mobile number. Enter mobile number will be shown, but where? Not in show name. You can see, just let me show you. Provide number. So I have taken another table heading. Nothing is written inside it, right? And here it will be recognized as show number. So here I will show the message, right? So just see over here, I will write here show number, show number, right? So let me show you. If I just, so let me write the name. Now after that you can see I have not written anything, it has been shown the message over here, enter mobile number. This has been done. Now I will going to see that the length of the number. So if else, if number dot length not equal to blank, if number dot length not equal to blank, then something will be checked, right? It should only accept number. Now it will accept everything, right? It will accept everything. So first thing I am going to check that it should be a 10 digit. So here I will write that that means if, else if number dot length not equal to 10, it should be a 10 digit. No, that should be checked first. I will show the message here. If that is a 10 digit character, I am just going to check it is a 10 digit character or not. If it is a 10 digit character, then fine. If it is not 10 digit character, then the message will be shown that enter 10 digit mobile number, right? Enter 10 digit mobile number. This message will be shown, another thing will remain same, right? Let me check just. So here if I keep it blank, I have been asked to enter mobile number. Now if I write something, let's say I have written this thing, it will be asked that enter 10 digit mobile number. So if I write 10 digit, so I have written now 10 digit text number. You can see 10 digit 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, but this is not number, but still this will be accepted because I have not done the validation of that part. I have only done the validation that it will accept 10 digit, otherwise this message will be shown. Now else, after I have checked the number length that is equal to 10, but they can also provide character and special character, so I should validate that only number should be allowed. So only number validation have to be applicable over here. So let's see. So what I have done over, you can see now it will be checked that if number dot length equal to 10, that means number dot length equal to 10, that means 10 character. After that I am executing the for loop as same I have done while checking the name process, right? So you can see I have declared I equal to 0 and I less than 10, and I will be increment every time until and unless I value will be 10. So that means how many times? 0 to 9. It will check 0th location to the 9th location, right? 0 to 9, it will check 0th location to 9th location. If it become 10, it will move out, it will exit the loop, right? Now see, every time it will check the position of I, and it will convert the location that is starting with 0 location to the 9th location, that is total 10 character. It will check, it will convert the character into ASCII value, and the ASCII value will be checked if the ASCII value is less than 48 or not. So the ASCII value of 0, that is 48. So number includes 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 from 0 to 9. The ASCII value of 0, that is 48. So if user have given any character, if that number, if that character converted to the ASCII value code, if that is less than 48, then that is not a number. If the ASCII value of a character that has been provided at any location in the text box by the user, if it comes out less than 48, then that is not a number, right? Or if the number which has been provided, or you can say not the number, a character that if the user has given any character in the text field, if you convert that character into the ASCII value, if that comes out more than 57, then that is not a number, because ASCII value of 9 is 57, right? You can find it in the ASCII value table. So ASCII value of 9 is 57. So more than 57, that is not a number, that is something else, some other character. So this will be checked, that if the user has given a number or something else. If user has given something else other than the number, then again this message will be shown. You can see background color of the number field will become pink, and user will be asked to give enter 10 digit only number, nothing else than number, enter 10 digits only number, and the focus will be moved to number field, and it will return false, right? Else what will happen? If user give number, if this does not return true, that time the number field which was became pink due to error entry, that will become default color, right? And the message which was given earlier, if it give wrong entry by the user, then the message will be deleted, right? So let me execute, right? So now I have given name here, and here if I write 3 digit, I will be asked that enter 10 digit mobile number. Now if I write some text and special character, so it's 10 digits but includes text and special character. Now if I click the submit button, you can see enter 10 digit only number. I have been asked to give only number, so only number will be accepted. Now if I give only number, now I can go to next page, right? So I have already completed the validation of both name field and the mobile number. Now I will validate the email, right? So just let me validate the email. So now just see what I have done here. I have completed the validation of name, right? I have also done the validation of email, name and number. So now I will validate the email, right? So I will write here, first I have to accept the email, right? Here I will write email, email, right? email. So email variable has been declared. I will get the value from email text. You can see over here that we have an input, and this input field will be recognized by email ID. This ID I have given email, right? So let me just do here. Fine. Now it will be checked first. If email dot length length, if email dot length equal to blank, that means if user does not give any value, then I have to show a message, right? Very simple message I will show. Let me copy this thing. So I will show email, email. So enter your email, right? Enter your email. You can see for the email what I have done here. For the email, you can see show email. I have also taken a blank heading, table heading, to show the text of the email, right? So email. So that I have done over here. You can see show email, and this will be email, email, and it will be email, email. That field will background color will become pink, and focus will be given, focus will be shifted to that field, right? So let me just check. First I will give name, then I will give number, 10 digit number. After that you can see asking for write something. If I write something, then it will be accepted. But whatever I have written, that was not valid email ID, right? It was not valid. It is valid. So if you can see it is not valid, so here I have to give valid email ID, right? This is not a valid email ID, right? Now just see, to give a valid email ID, what should I do? Here I will write if it is not equal to blank, that means user has given some data. Now I am going to check if it is a valid email ID or not. So I will use the method index of, right? Index of. Now here I will check email. email dot email dot index of. Now I am going to check here. So this method I have explained to you in the previous classes. So there I have discussed about 21 important function of JavaScript. So one of that function I am using today, right? So this will try to find out this exact character @ this @ will be search in the email text input. In this email text input, this character will be search. If this has been found, then it will return positive integer. If this character will not be found, then it will return -1. If this character will not be found, then it will return -1, right? Okay, so it will be checked. So I will take a variable here, variable check email equal to this, right? So I will do one thing, I will just put it over here, right? This will be checked, right? So now I will write over here that if the value, this particular value, not equal to -1, right? That means, or it is better to write equal to -1, then this message will be shown. I told you, no, that if this character, if this @ will not be found after searching, if this thing not be found in this email text that is here, then it will return, this value will be -1. Okay, this value will be -1, it will return -1, right? So let me show you, I will show you by the alert. So now you can see it will return that enter valid email ID. Okay, that should include, right? Let me do one thing, ALERT, alert. I will show you. Here I will write this thing, just see in the alert message I will show you. If this character will not be found, then you can see this condition will execute, and this alert message will also execute, and you can see the message. Just let me show you. So let me write here something. I will give just a 10-digit number. See, I have to write here something. Now see, I have not written the @ this symbol I will not write. Now let's see what message it throws. Now you can see -1, right? It has shown -1, and I have been asked that enter valid email ID, right? Now if I put this thing, then we can see I can go to next page, right? So you can see it will return -1. So if -1 will be returned, then this message will be shown, right? So now you can see each and every email ID, there is a root domain, that is .com. Not only @ I should also include .com, right? Then I will allow the user to go to next page. So here I will write, just see. So this will be 1, this will be 2, check mail 1, check mail 2. Here I will write .com. So you should include .com also, @ and .com, both should be there, right? So here I will write check mail 1 equal to -1, right? And I also have to include, here I need to include and 2. So here I will write or, that means either check mail 1 will be -1 or check mail 2 will be -1. If any of these 2 will return -1, then this message will be shown. That means both should come other than -1, positive value. Both should return positive value. Checkmail 1 and checkmail 2, both of these variable must return positive value, then only it will work, right? Let me show you. Now you can see. So let me first write something over here. Now this will be blank. Enter. If I write something, this is not valid. So if I write @ still I have to put something, that is .com. So I have written .com. Will it be accepted? See, it will be accepted. But if you see one thing, that the thing I have written over here, that is @.com. So it should not be @.com. There should be @ then the domain name, such Google, gmail.com, yahoo.com, or rediffmail.com or something. It should not be @ and .com, right? So here it should be added something else, right? Like this, YAHOO, right? This is a valid email. Or you can say GMAIL, this is also a valid email ID, right? Or you can say REDDIF, this is also valid, like this. But this is not valid. This is still not valid, right? So I have to put some more validation. So here I will write, you can see, checkmail 3, right? And here I will write @. So I am searching for @.checkmail, right? Because this is not valid. It should include something separate text. It could be Gmail, it could be Yahoo, Rediffmail, or GoDaddy, something other than this. It should include something. So this is not valid, right? So I have to write over here that, so first this will be checked, and after that else if 3 checkmail 3 equal to 1, then message will be thrown. This is also not valid. So why I have written not -1? Why I have written checkmail 3 equals not -1? So it will only return -1 if this has been found. If this will be found, it will not return -1. If this thing will be found, it will return positive value, not -1, right? That means if that is included over there, in that case it will not return -1, it will return positive value. So here I tried -1, that means not equal to -1, then this message will be shown, right? It should be -1, this thing should be -1, right? That means that should not be found, right? Not equal to -1 means it's present, it has been written, right? Let me show you ALERT, alert. So I will show you the value here. So just see, not equal to -1 means if that is present. Let me show you. I write the something over here, and okay, see, not valid. I will write @ not valid. Now I will write .com, right? Still it is not valid, and you can see 6, you can see 6th position, right? This has been found in the 6th location. It has not written -1. If it has not written -1, that means it is not valid email ID, right? This has been found, so this thing has been found, that means this is not valid email ID. You can see, if this thing has been found, then that is not valid email ID, right? That should not be -1. So it was not -1. The location has been shown positive integer return, right? Now you can see, if I write here Yahoo, now it will work. If I click submit button, now I can move to next page, right? I hope you have understood the validation process. Now here I will write ELSE, else what will happen? It's okay, fine. Else, in the else position I will write this thing. In the else position I will just simply go and write this thing, email and show email, right? Email and show email. The color will be changed. I will change the color. Error color was pink, so if user give properly, I will change the color, and you can see here the message will be deleted, right? I hope you have understood the checking process. Now you see, just asking for name, I have given name. Now asking for number, if I give valid number, so I have to give valid number, fine. Now asking for email, if I give invalid email, so invalid email, now I have to give valid email, still invalid. .com I have written, still it is invalid. Now if I write here gmail, then it is valid, see, right? Fine. Now I have to validate the password, right? I have to validate the password. If so, I will take the password. No, I have to take the value of password. Here is the password and confirm password. Password will be recognized by pass, confirm password will be recognized by confirm pass, right? So two input, pass and confirm pass. So PASS, pass and confirm, right? Pass and confirm. So here I will write if pass, PASS dot length, length, right, equal to blank. Then very simple. So user will be asked to provide data. Show pass, right? Enter password, right? Now show password message, where it has been shown, show pass. See, here I will show the message. So you see, show pass, here I will show the message. If you give blank, right? So I have been asked to enter password. See, if I write something, then I can go to next page. Now but also I have to use the confirm password option. Both password and confirm password should be same, no? So here I will write again here. So else, or I will write if confirm password, right, not equal to password, then both should match. So if confirm password not equal to password, that time message will be shown that confirm password must match with password. Confirm password must match with password, right? This message will be shown, right? Let me just check. I will give name, I will give number, I will give email ID. Then I have been asked to give password, so I have given a password, right? Now it has been thrown a message to me that confirm password must match with the password. So if I write something over here, still the message will be shown. So I have to write whatever I will write here. Say I will write 1 2 3 4. Here also I will write 1 2 3 4, right? Then I can go to next page, right? So both confirm password and password should be same. Now see. So otherwise, let me just throw a message. Otherwise I will just if it comes true, then I will just do one thing. I will change the color to here the password color, and so pass I will delete the text, error text, right? PASS, and so pass, this thing will be shown, right? So this is if everything is right, then it will do just change the default color, right, and the message will be deleted. So if this condition does not comes true, then else, this is the else message, right, in both the cases. Now enter password. So if I write something, so I have been asked to write the password over here, confirm password. Now here if I write something else other than that, I will be thrown message that both the passwords should match. So if I write 1 2 3 4, here also I have to write 1 2 3 4, right? Then I can move to next page, right? But now still some work is left, that is show password and password strength, right? So let us understand that. So what I will do now, here you can see show password strength, right? And option was there, show password, right? Here show password option. So you can see this is the input checkbox, this particular checkbox, right? So here I will write, just see, here I will write function, FUNCT, on click function, ONCLICK, on click equal to show password, right? So I have declared a password, on click, not a password, show password on click function I have declared over here for this input field. So if the user will click here, that function will execute, that particular function show password will execute. Now let me write here function show password, right? Now here I will start writing. So what execution it will operate, so what it will do, so just see, document document dot get element by id. Now here what I am doing, pass, who is pass? this input where user will give the password, and also remember this input where user will give the confirm password. So here I am going to write here dot password dot type, type, here I will write text, and this is for confirm password. So what I have done, see, if I write something over here and if I click this button, now you can see the password. By default you can see over here, by default, just try to see password type, type equal to password. In this input field the type was password, right? In the input field the type that was used was password. But what I have done over here, by JavaScript I have changed the type to text. Now type became text. So as by default the type was password, so whenever I am writing something that can be seen, right, because this is password type. Now if I click here, right, now the password will become, password type will become text for this selected field, input field, right? Now I can see, right? Now if I want to hide again, then if I click here, it is not hiding, no, once it is shown, it is not hiding anymore. So I have to execute this program in such a way that once I click here it will be shown. Again if I click here, that will become again unseen, that will again change to password type. So let's see, here I will write var, variable x equal to 0. I have declared a variable x, right? Now here I will write, every time user will click this button, every time user will click this button, what will happen, x equal to x plus 1, x will be incremented every time the value of x that will be incremented, x will be x plus 1, right? Now see, if now I can also do one thing, I may write here 2, after that every time the value will increment, right? Now I will write here one thing, that if x divisible by 2 that is equal to 0, that means if this condition satisfy, then that is even number, right? Then that is even number, right? Else, now just see, in the else, if this is even number, then password type will be password, PASSWORD, right? PASSWORD, right? That means if the x value will be even, then the type will be password. If the x value will be odd, else x value will be odd, then the type will be not password, text. So every time when the user will click that button, the x will increment. Once the x will become odd, once the x will become even. So right, and it will start from 2. That means first time increment will happen, x will be x plus 1, x will be 3. The value of x will be 3. If the value of x will be 3, if I click here, see value of x will be 3. 3 means, just check out over here, 3 means odd. If odd, if this result does not satisfy, then this will execute, and value, then type will be text. If the type will be text, then we can see. Now if I click here again what will happen here, this value will execute. 3 plus 1 4, 4 is even, then this condition will satisfy. Again the password type will become password. I can't see, anybody can't see. Now again if I click here, again it will become odd. 4 plus 1 5, I can see. Again 5 plus 1 6, I cannot see. Right, I hope you have understood. Very simple thing. Fine. Now we have to work on the password strength. Right, see password strength. So you can see this password strength over here. So now you can see this is the paragraph I have taken to show the password strength. This is the paragraph. If user click here, then the password strength should show over here. Right, now how can I execute that? So here I will take another function, on click function, password strength. This function I have declared on this paragraph, that is here. You can see password strength. Now I will write the code for this paragraph. So here I will write function function, right? Just see what I have done. Function password strength, right? Now let us write. So if user click there, the password will be checked. So first thing I need to do, I have to get the value of password. No, so this value I have to get first, then only I can check. Right, so I have got the value, the password will be checked. Now so the if it carries number, only number, so let me just find out if it carries only number or not. So now how can I find that out? Right, now I told you the ASCII value of number, that is 47, not 47, I beg your pardon, 48 to 57, right? So if I write the PASS dot char code, right, at the location of I, because I will execute inside the for loop, right, location of I, that is more than equal to 48, right, more than equal to 48. So pass dot, this is more than equal to 48, and that is less than or equal to 57, right? So if more than 48 or 48, more than equal to 48 or less than equal to 57, right, the value of I, then so I will declare a variable over here. So first let me declare a variable. So variable I will declare that password strength equal to 0. So I have declared a variable. Now here I will increment the value. That variable, the value of that variable will be 1, right? Now otherwise ELAC, if this condition does not satisfy, what will happen? This variable will be -1, right? The value will decrement, right? The value will decrement. Okay, and I will run this in a loop. I will declare the loop here, I equal to 0, I this, then pass dot. So the I will execute until it reaches the length of the password, right? PASS dot length. I plus plus. So inside it will operate. Now you can check. So I have to declare I also. I value I have to declare over here. Here I will declare variable I. So variable I value I have declared, that is 0 outside, right? And here you can see, first I will take the password value, right? And I will be initialized here to 0 again, and I require to initialize outside. I can initialize inside also. I will be 0. I will be incremented every time until it reaches the password length. Okay, till it is less than password length, it will increment, right? And every time it will be checked that whether user has given number or not, right? And I will be 1 every time. I will be set to 1. Otherwise, I will be set to -1, right? Now I will do one thing. I will copy this loop. Again I will paste it over here, and here what I will do, I will just check if it consists of alphabet or not. Now small a to z, that is 97 and 122. So small a ASCII value is 97, right? And small z ASCII value is 122. That means more than or equal to 97. That means a or ABCD or something else in small case, and z means 122. That is small case, right? Small letter. So if this thing will happen, then another variable that I have declared, password string 2, that value will be 1, and otherwise it will decrement value. Otherwise the value will decrement, right? Now you can see, let me declare another value 2, and I will take another, that will be 3. Let it be 1 2 3, right? So I will just do one thing. I will make it 1, right? 1, fine, and it will be 2, right? If this condition satisfy, if this condition that is satisfied, that means user has given smaller case ABCD, right? And this value will be 1. Otherwise this value will decrement every time. Now let us check the uppercase value. Uppercase A letter ASCII code is 65, okay, and ASCII code of Z in uppercase, that is 90, 65 and 90. So 65 and 90. Remember the value, right? You can check it in your internet Google search, that the uppercase and smaller case of A to Z. So this is the value that is more than equal to A and less than equal to Z. So converted to ASCII code, right? Now this will be 3, right? This will be 3. Done. So now you can see this for loop is going to check whether the user has given numeric digit in the password or not. Now this for loop will check whether user has given small case, that is A to Z or something like that in small letter, and this will be checked that if user has given the uppercase, right? Now this will be checked over there. Now here I will write that if this plus this plus this, right? Just see. So password strength 1 that means this one. If this return 1, if at least any value is stored over there, it will return 1, right? Or one thing I can do, it is better that I will write over here minus, not minus 1, minus 0. It should be minus 0. So instead of minus 1, it should be minus 0, not minus 1, minus 0. I will just, I am not going to add anything, right? Minus 0. So now see, if this condition satisfy, the password will be the password strength 1. This variable will hold 1, right? Otherwise it will hold 0, right? Why it will hold 0? Because value has been initialized to 0, right? 0 minus 0, that is 0 only. 0 minus 0, that is 0, right? If it holds 1, if at least once it carry a numeric digit, what will happen? It will 1, it will hold 1. Then if after that, if if it comes with some else something other character, what will happen? 1 minus 0 is 1 only, 1 minus 0 1, so it will be 1 only. In same way, if it holds the smaller case, right? If it holds the smaller case, then the password strength 2 will be 1, otherwise 0. And if it holds the uppercase, password strength will be 3, otherwise 0. In these 3 cases, that means if all these, the summation of all these things is equal to summation of all these things is equal to 1, that means either this holds 1 or this holds 1 or this holds 1, any of these present over there. So here it will be shown that just it will be shown like this. Just let me copy. The message will be given, that message will not be shown, so it will be shown that w weak password, right? Weak password, where? In this place. Just let me see where it should be shown. Show password, and just see password strength here. Here password strength is the ID I have declared. It should be shown over here, right? So just see, right? It will be shown over there. And let me just execute and see. So if I write 1 2 3 4, so let me click this button, show password. I have written 1 2 3 4. Now I want to see the password strength. So to see the password strength, if I click here, now you can see weak password, right? It is a weak password. Now if I write the QWER, now if I click here, it is a weak password. It is still a weak password, right? If I write a capital letter, then also it is weak password, right? Now let me just do one thing. I will add the color also. Here I will add the style dot color equal to red. So red color, I will give red color. So let me show you. If I write something, so see what I have written. I click here, red color, weak password. The password is very weak. Now else if, just see, else if it is equal to 2, that means either this or this is positive, either this or this is positive, or this or this is positive. Only one holds 0. One of this will hold 0, other will not hold 0, other will hold 1, that means 2. So here I will write not weak password, I will write good password, and the color will be pink, right? Or brown. Color will be brown. Let's see. Now just let me show you. If I write number, say I have written number. If I click here, weak password. Now along with number, if I write See, I have written alphabet along with number. What I have done, I have written alphabet. Now I want to see the password strength. It's a good password, right? Now if I write caps lock, see, capital letter, if I click here, see, if I write, just see, capital letter, if I click here, now I see weak password. Along with this capital letter, if I write small letter, we can see good password. Combination of capital letter and number, right? If I write combination of capital letter and small letter, see, combination of capital letter and small letter, then also good password, right? And let me show you again. Else, that means if this is the value will be 3, else, see what will happen. Strong password, right? Strong password, the color will be green. I will change the color and that will become green. Now let me show you. If I write here only lowercase, just see, only lowercase, now see, weak password. Now if I write here lowercase plus uppercase, right? Lowercase and uppercase, now you can see good password. Now if I add number, so I have the combination of lowercase, uppercase and number. Now you can see it's a strong password. So I hope you have understood, right? So I have completed showing you full validation of this form using the JavaScript. Let me just go through from the first text field to the last once more. So see, so if I click submit, I will be asked to give the name over here. So let me give the name over here. If I give number or and special character, that will not be accepted, right? So enter only alphabet. Now if I write Bishwajit Mukherjee, now if I click here submit, see, enter your mobile number. So this is okay, fine, enter your mobile number. So if I write 4-digit number, I will be asked that enter 10-digit mobile number. So if I add alphabet, so alphabet can never be the mobile number. So if I click here, now you can see enter 10-digit only number. So now I will write here only number of 10-digit. Now if I click here, fine, it is accepted. So now see, I have been asked to write my email ID, right? So we have to write the email ID over here. So if I write this thing, see, this is not valid email ID, so I should write valid email ID. So let me write valid email ID. So if I just add @ symbol, still it is not valid. If I write .com is it's a root domain, still it is not valid. So I have to write something else. I have to write the domain name, any domain name, let's say daddy.com, right? Then it is a valid, fine, it is a valid. Now password validation. So enter password, right? Enter password. So let me write something, fine, submit. No, confirm password does not matches. First let me see what I have written, right? So let me write something else, 1 2 3 4. Confirm password should match, right? So this is also working. Show password, see, show password is also working fine. Now I want to see the password strength. So it is a weak password. So if I write 1 2 3 4 ABC, right? 1 2 3 4 and ABC. So let me check the password strength. It is good password but not strong enough. Now if I write here alphabet FG, so now this password have the combination of capital letter, small letter and numeric value. So if I check the password strength, it is a very good password is strong, right? Now I have to write the same over here, right? Confirm password should match with the password. So here I have to write FG 1 2 3 4 A, B, C. Now if I click the submit button, fine, we can go to the next page. We don't have the next page, that is why it is showing you are not connected, right? We don't have the next page, but this form has been validated successfully, right? So I hope after completing this validation process, you can by yourself manage to validate any application form. You will not face difficulties once you have understood the logic which I have explained to you, right, student? Once you have understood the logic that I have explained to you in this particular class, you will never going to face any difficulties in future to validate any registration form, right? So that is why I will suggest you that in case you have faced difficulties to understand that whatever I have explained to you in this particular class, my suggestion is that see the earlier videos, see the earlier classes where I have explained in detail, minutely, all the functions, right, with the starting level. If you don't know how to design this thing, then you should go and find those videos from my playlist where I have taught you this design, to design layout of HTML page using the CSS property and value. Okay, this is the advanced level professional training which I have given you today, right? This is a online real life project which I have validated in front of you. So this is a real life project, right? So this is a real life validation process. So that is why I am telling you that you can repeat this video more than one. You can just pause the video and understand the same. Slowly you can write the program and execute the same. Step by step you can move. Okay, just don't watch the lecture starting to end. Okay, watch step by step, pause the program, write the program in your document, execute the same, see the result, whether the result is positive or it is not coming. If it is positive, then fine. If it is not coming, again see the lecture and try to find out where you have done the mistake, right? And by the process, if you can do the same by yourself, then in future, if you want to understand the logic, it is all about logic, mind game. Whatever I taught you, this is not just a one way to deliver the output. You have to build the logic by yourself. So once you understand this logic, you can make anything by yourself. It is just about to understand the programming logic, right? So this is one real life program that I have validated in front of you, so that in your experiences this knowledge will add and you can get your platform better, so that you can flourish from there. So I hope this video will be helpful for you. If so, I will request you to share this video with your friend, so that your friend will also be benefited by this lecture. So I have really worked hard to prepare this video. Don't forget to subscribe the channel if you have not subscribed the same yet, and also let your friend know about this channel. I will come up with lots of videos of the particular subject. So thank you for paying attention in this class, and let me end the class today here. Thank you.